Okay, sorry. There we go.
Just Delta send it. Roger that. Alright, head out, bearing approximate 327 Alpha, lead the way. Roger, 327. We're gonna be handrailing the left side of the ASR here.
Roughly that bearing.
A-firm moving, 327.
There you go, Swift, how you doing?
Delta, we're on you.
We're following up this approach.
Oh, now to play the stamina game.
Clear overhead cover because we're gonna try to get some Havoc 4 fire missions on this before we push in and assault it, alright?
Hey Farkle, how you doing? This will be our last planned stream for the evening. Might come back with some mission dev for ops going forward and...
This is Alpha.
What the hell?
Send it. Having to drop to a wall to catch my breath. Copy that. Be advised. Make sure you
Oh my God.
tree line to the western tree line. Let's not fucking just walk in the middle.
Righto, Weezord is at least a good paradise.
Roger that.
I was about to say, I don't know why we're doing a road march column, but I didn't want to ask any questions.
Yeah. No, I get you. I put a mag in here, right? Yes, I
Keep
did.
moving. Approximate bearing 332. Following 1-1. They're about 200 meters in front of, or 150 meters in front of us. Alpha copies 332.
Alright, so this mission is going to involve doing 3-point raids. I don't have a battle buddy / assistant, so I'm just hooking it with this group.
Alright, we're trying to move approximately 300 meters to our northwest, and then we're going to break north towards Infiltration 1. Stalkers leading the way, approximately 300 meters to our north.
Do you work in a sock? No, you couldn't work in a sock if you're
One of the tree lines.
actively watching a stream. What? Without revealing too much on yourself, what do you do then?
Alright,
It has to be a government job at least, because they're paying you to hurry up and wait.
Alright, we're going to get set up. Overwatching Iteration 1. Havoc 4 is going to smoke it and put HE into it, and then once that is clear, we're going to move in. Obviously, we're going to be Overwatch and security element. Havoc 1-1 will be maneuvered. Over. Copies.
Bravo copies.
Charlie copies.
LaFave, are you sitting on 114?
Reported Vic.
Okay, just to relay, we will be sitting on the Overwatch marker, and we will be providing security. For
Oh,
1-1,
security,
which is the
yeah.
element. And we will be moving in after
just try to
the mortars open up.
Well, hey, at least it makes your job easy. Do you have to still get up and do a run every,
You want us at the Overwatch marker?
like a walk of the building, or is it literally just sit down in the camera room all day?
Approximately 100 more meters to hook straight north if you don't have 1-1's eyes on over.
Also, the mission command's accurate. I just don't have an exact breakdown of how we're doing the point rates because I am a lowly grunt.
1-1.
3 patrols a shift, and then check the locks. Yep.
Op 4 being called out.
How long does it take you to do
Correction,
a
northwest of
patrol
1-1.
then? See, what Weezlord doesn't actually notice here is I'm actually now social engineering him for information because I actually know everything about Farkill here, alright? I know who he really is, I know what his job is, and we're gonna break into his building, and we're gonna steal the secret safe that his big boss has in the basement that he doesn't even know about. That's why it has all that security in that building. So anyway, Weezord, how about those
Negative.
patrols?
Get online with 1-1. Time now. We're gonna
We
engage
need
that
the diamonds,
squad,
man.
Approximately 300 meters from the northwest.
Takes 30 minutes to do one here for 12 hours. Easy money. That's fair. Thank God that guy's a dick. Right.
Stealth, if we're getting a squad to the northwest, one of my disregard.
Stealthily what? We don't have suppressors.
Disregard.
We're getting online with 1-1 to potentially engage enemy squad.
Right.
So I'm on Bravo's net because I don't have a buddy. Oh. Who the hell loaded tracers?
Make sure we're not getting too close to iteration 1. We are still gonna have that Havoc 4 fire mission on it. How copy over?
Oh fuck.
Delta squad to the northwest, still a thing, because we're in the wrong side of 1-1.
Was I the only one that thought of that?
It affirms still a thing, hasn't engaged yet. We have a Havoc 4 fire mission going out shortly. I need a machine gun team at least on the western side of 1-1. How copy?
Delta's cutting through 1-1. Alpha's with Delta. And this is 1-7.
Bravo is in place on the east side of 1-1.
Y'all loaded tracers?
It's okay, our machine guns, like, they know where we are.
I just watched a guy get nuked by the mortar. There's another guy in the tower, still up.
I don't see a tower
That,
there.
Delta's got
You-
contact front.
well, he's shooting.
Roger. Roger, complete on that fire.
There you go. They have a GMG or something in there. I don't know.
Direction. Delta hold right.
We currently have 1-1 moving up on the iteration 1. Stalker is moving up on the right. Have 1-1's listening up.
Working from 1-1 engaging those targets to the west, northwest.
No, no. So if you hear Stalker on the net, that's the suppressed
1-4,
strike
this is
team.
Bravo, I'm not seeing any targets. Do you want me to reposition?
Go for it.
With you. LaFave, we're moving up.
Be advised, like I said before, 1-1 is at the walls. Over. We have a GMG gas to the north.
Ah, that's a GMG
that's
gas,
on
alright.
Bravo. I need you to find that. Over.
Bravo copies. Repositioning to the north.
That shot's off to our left, so that's an explosive.
1-1's breaching the compound. If you hear it, loud
New
explosion,
DLC, we'll see how it goes. We Zord,
We're still online.
I have things about it. I can't tell you yet, though. Bohemia gives all the YouTubers and some other people that are close to Bohemia early access. They just ask us not really to talk about it other than generally saying it's... The fire module is really fun. I'll give it that.
Alright, I'll stay
Yeah,
tuned.
Vix is right
We're
here.
gonna be on the left-hand side of iteration
But
1, facing west,
It's
facing
gonna be
along the
interesting to
frontier.
burn Tanoa down.
Bravo to the left.
As long as your computer can run it. But hey, if your computer can run Crisis, then your computer can burn the Tanoan jungles down.
Bravo acknowledges moving. Keep eyes out on the compound though, I don't want to get shot in the back.
Okay.
Smoke out to our 240.
Roger, smoke at 240. Friendly's immediately in front of us.
Yeah, that's the rest of 1-4.
Yeah.
Fucking alpha section right there.
Hostiles close right. By the tower bearing 055. Yep, did he have an Igla?
I didn't see that guy. He's down to the tree.
Alright. The guy on point had an Igla, not sure if he had more.
But yeah, he's right under the tower for me.
Yep. That was probably the Igla gunner then. We got more friendlies moving up on our left. Now they're moving northeast. Moving online with you. You good? He's down. Third one. Target down. Another one. Changing mag. Target down. Target down. Target down.
Roger. Built out.
Alright, how you two? Still good?
Yep. Dropped 6.
I just seen a flashlight.
Moving.
Flashlights over there. Is that coming?
That's in the compound. You'll have to let the other garrison take care of it. I'll keep an eye on right, LaFave, if you can watch with Vix on our forward.
This is Bravo. Our section is established east of Alpha position. Over.
Roger, good hit.
Alright, Liru, we're set.
Moving to you. I'll keep an eye on our rear.
1-4 is still. Send it. What's our plan of withdrawal once this, check this hit? At the moment, stand by.
Rear gun on a gunner on a cord. He's down.
Gotta feel like I'm by a fucking lighthouse with a flashlight on the road.
Yeah, right.
It's IR flashlights. Changing mag. Spearhead, it's gonna be like SOG, in which they release with a good amount of content, though in my opinion SOG released with more, but, you know, tomato, tomato. Give them a few years, they'll have a lot more out, but at the moment, I mean, it's the similar comparison of, you know, SOG to Unsun, whereas IFA, or, no. Yeah, no, SOG to Unsun, and then you have Spearhead to IFA. You just really have a brand new map, and then a lot of retextured assets that are in an improved quality. So give it a few years. I think they'll have more, but until then, we'll see. I really do like how they have the campaign be repeatable, though. That's pretty nice. But again, we'll see. Definitely better than... God, what's it called? Iron Curtain?
Bravo green.
Charlie Green.
Delta screen and rocket. Do we have that plan of control already? Negative. They're kind of using CQB at the moment.
And that's fair, Wizord.
Need a moment. Over.
I don't know. My personal philosophy is if I buy something, I want to be entertained for an hour through any single-player experience part of it. Or with friends. Again, depends on the purchase. If I'm playing something like Darktide where it's going to be multiplayer only, then, you know, I at least want to get... I spent, like, what, 20 or 30 bucks on that game, and I definitely got my money's worth with that. That one was a fun one. And I would never buy a Call of Duty campaign because, I mean, the single-player campaign, the latest one was, what, like 3 hours or something for full price of, like, what, 70 bucks? Nah, fuck that. But, you know, we'll see what else comes out for Spearhead. There's a lot they can do in terms of going to other aspects of war with it. I'd love to see them take it Pacific. But I remember something they told us during the beta testing was there's no new content coming out. They're going to release it, and at the moment they're working on new projects for it. And then they were going to, after the betas, work on bug fixing for like a month or two, and then work on new content. So they have more content planned for it, but, you know, it's just waiting for it, essentially. But I can tell you, because we're... Same with the SOG group. I'm in their Discords. I see a lot of the hidden stuff that we're not allowed to talk about till it's released. But there's more stuff planned. But they're going to go on the SOG route of, you know,
This is clear.
it's going to take a year or two, and they're going to have then their major updates. Similar like Pal World right now.
Bearing 163.
Charlie copies.
Alpha.
But I'm going to be honest, if you can get 90 to 95% of the content from Spearhead from IFA.
Secure the route.
And or other mods like Northern Fronts. But I mean, again, SOG was similar. The really cool thing about it was the map, similar to Spearhead. Right?
I was in one port for like 2 years and hardly had any assistance. I never had an official one. No one ever reported in.
Yeah, Liru briefly had an assistant, but she was really bad, so she left.
Oh yeah, not because the machine gun slot opened and that's what she really wanted. Yeah. Well, she was a bad assistant, but she kept taking my rockets and making them reappear in my backpack. It was like a Houdini trick every time.
Look, I like practicing witchcraft. What can I say?
1-4 is Delta. We're moving to security MSR.
To the ASR?
Correction, ASR, yes.
Liru, where the fuck did you get better nods than
Roger.
literally all
Alright,
the rest of us?
one's gonna start be
What do
pulling
you
out now. You are too far
have
east.
the-
I need you on the west
bike
side.
on. All the rest of us have monocular ones.
Was I not supposed to take those?
I don't know. Yours is just better.
Roger that, given that we're the only
Built different.
modern element. The eastern side is completely uncovered.
And I agree, Arma is very janky, and it does take a lot of refinement in a mission to get rid of all that jank. I spend hours unjanking certain
Still
things
want
in
the
mission
Delta to fly
files.
or hold here.
Hold there.
Roger that, hold here.
But, I mean, part of the reason there's a lot of jank in Spearhead is because they have a lot of really cool custom stuff like this AI surrendering script where they'll just throw their hands up and walk over to you. God, that in beta was very janky. It was really fun, though. And it's been really ironed out since, but my god, what?
Been playing too much Baldur's Gate.
Ah.
I hear a helicopter starting up. Hear
Yes,
that?
but is it a Baldur's Gate helicopter?
Could be.
That sounds like a Chinook. Yeah.
I mean, I guess technically.
Well, we are
Right on the left.
kind of close to the airfield, so we could potentially hear it from there.
Like an airfield to the left.
Yeah, we really think,
But I mean, I'm going to be doing a lot of nom stuff in the future, like in the coming months, so that'll be fun, but...
I can see it.
That sounds like it's spooled up though. The airfield's still.
But yeah, we'll see. I do. Here's the thing: you can say anything good or bad about Spearhead, but the one thing that it has a step up of every other mod are those sweet ass reload animations. All right, we can say whatever good or bad thing we want about Spearhead,
Bravo, Charlie,
but you
circle
reload
back
the
south.
guns
We're about to
properly.
get the fuck outta here.
Charlie copies. All right, let's go.
Moving. Alright, let's go, LePage.
Alright. And I'm gonna be honest, that alone to me makes it worth it.
Securing, east,
Even though I know it's not gonna be, I'm probably not gonna be able to play with it like in an MCO setting for at least another year. But those sweet reloads
In that one spot.
to block out people coming in from that one spot.
Yeah.
It must have been a really big pain in the ass. Yeah, transport, some dudes with Iglas. Lovely.
Alright, all stations first.
See, and again, Farkle, I also consider it's making, you're making an investment because it's only going to get more expensive as they add more content. But I mean, that's the same with the other DLCs, but you know, we'll see.
Bravo and Charlie have linked up with the rest
Because I
of
know
1-4.
SOG got more expensive as they added more stuff, but now SOG... I know SOG isn't working on anything new for their mod other than a few things with nickel steel, which is an add-on. It's not even part of the CDLC.
Nope, they're not out yet.
And they're working on a new Vietnam game project itself, which will be really, really fun to play with, but yeah. I'm also going to need to work with Nemesis to make a 12-hour op. That'll be fun. And then potentially make it pay for pain. That'll be even worse.
Alright, all stations, start pushing south, like I told you.
Moving south.
Charlie copies, moving south.
Bravo
Copy
moving
that.
south.
Soldiers out, Delta's moving.
A little late.
Fly off the edge, so I think those was good.
You know, Kremet, that is a good question. The answer is there's no real way to tell, because you don't know what modders are going to make in Reforger.
I mean,
But I'm also going to say this. Reforger is still going to need at least another 2 years in the oven.
I mean, we're a weapons squad.
But Reforger, a year later, still has some pretty good advancements in it, so who knows? But I definitely think by the time Spearhead's wrapping up with where it wants to be as like a final end product, then Reforger is probably going to start having everyone transfer in, which I'm going to be honest, to me feels kind of sad because I'm not ready to put Arma 3 down yet. There's still so many things I need to do with this game. And I don't think I'm going to have enough time to do all of it, to be perfectly honest. But at the same time, with how Arma 3 numbers are dwindling in quite a few communities, I think this is just the beginning of the final chapter. So at this rate, I mean, that's why I'm going to go hit MCO on a Bane with a high note.
Into a Chinook. HQ is getting into the block.
And then we'll just see how things go.
Chinook, make sure the machine guns are on the doors or on the ramp.
We got it.
Delta copy. Charlie copies.
Bravo copies.
Yep. My bad.
It's okay.
Pick up.
I checked in on 1.4 at the very beginning, and I just totally forgot about it. Yeah. Call that me being rusty.
But yeah, definitely by 2030, we'll probably all be on Arma 4 at this rate, with how everything else is going.
We're a little intermingled here with Stalker.
Charlie will come. So we'll see. C'est la vie either way. I'm here for a good time anyway, not a long time.
Alright, we'll hold here.
Hey, Charlotte.
There's going to be a landing about 500 meters to our southeast shortly.
Alright, we're gonna hold here briefly. We will be boarding a ship.
Oh no, Arma 4 is going to come out before that. Whether or not Arma 4 is in a playable state is debatable.
Delta's got rear.
But again, the whole reason they've released...
Alright, resume movement. Southeast, like I said.
Charlie copy.
Alpha copies.
With Reforger out as a test bed for it, the transition time is going to be a lot quicker, but
Delta's Oscar Mike.
again, it's going to really just be up to the modders to make the game fully playable. No offense to Bohemia, they're great at making a base game, but it's an understatement when I say the modders finish the game. You know, like, it's similar to how Bohemia or Bethesda does games, you know? You losing frames? I am not, but my network is being a little wonky right now, so you might have some random drop frames. And I have no idea why. I noticed that yesterday, too. This weekend, the internet's been a little... It's been fluctuating a bit.
We're coming up on, I believe.
Yes, exactly. Players make the sandcastles, but there's so many components into the grain composition of the sand and the tools for making the sandcastle, and then the people that actually make the sandcastle.
I think they heard it too. They asked what you said too.
Yeah.
I said we're coming
Zeus's and Mission Makers make the sandcastle. The modders make all the tools to create the sandcastle. Bohemia literally builds the sandbox and provides maybe a fifth of the sand you actually need. And then other people will come in and fill the sand.
Looking at you when I say that, Liru.
Arma 4 is not coming out this year. No. I can tell you right now, based off of development history from Bohemia, without violating any NDAs, it's not coming out this year. Because they publicly stated when they released Arma Reforger that they had not even started working on Arma 4 yet. And I can tell you a game like, you know, an Arma game is going to take more than 2 years to develop.
Alright.
Bethesda, I think, is falling completely apart. I wouldn't touch anything Bethesda's made. It's the military. Hurry up and get in position. You just passed your position. Hurry up and get in position. Wait, not that position.
Alright, we're just gonna hold the northeast of this ASR and wait.
Holding with you. I'm gonna be honest, Charlotte. Before I fully knew about Reforger, I was ready to tell people we'd probably get something in, you know, early 2020s. We got it. Now that we've gotten that step, the next one you're still not going to get for a little while.
Start moving to the Merton now.
Alright, we're moving. Yeah, we're going to the Chinook.
Bison.
Charlie in.
I'm in.
Bravo in.
Bill's in.
Bavecat, your bread looks amazing. I love it.
We only have one machine gun on the rear ramp. Not that it should matter.
It's fine. We're getting out of here.
Send in, go Team 6.
Kane, buddy.
2 years now. Missed the Daisy stream, but hope it went well.
It did. I found elements to make a cure, and then I got shot in the face. It happens. Nonetheless, Kane, thanks for the 2-year resub, my man. Hope you keep enjoying the operations. I do hope you get a nice kick out of this scenario. I'm gonna try, Charlotte. I want to spend tonight. I need to dev Tuesday's mission. Haven't even started. I think I'm gonna make something small scale. I'm not 100% sure I'll do a training op, though. I might do it Wednesday instead. So I gotta develop a mission file for Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday, I'm gonna take the evening off, so no mission file for that. But I do need to build the next, I need to build Pay for Pain, I need to build the next COG file. So that's 4 ops I gotta develop this week. And I also need to look at my weekend. Because I know Sunday I'm not gonna have time for in the afternoon, but I might do something in the morning for training. And then Saturday, we also have the next, other thing, but I need to wait for Valkyrie to finish it, but that's gonna be a quick one, so.
Here, again, once we touch down. How copy?
Alright, looks like we're gonna have a quick pause. Don't condition for your weapon, just put it on safe.
Charlie copies.
Bravo copies.
Right.
But again, I want to get into Helldivers. I also want to get back into frickin'... Oh my gosh, what's it called? Dark Tide. But right now I need to focus... this week I'm going to focus on 2 parts. First part, completely spearheading all my mission files by Tuesday for the entire week, because I can get back into that groove. The one difficult one is going to be the cog file, so I'm going to be trying to tackle a good chunk of the start of that one tonight, and then mission editing, or video editing, and then doing some front logging and whatnot, and then I should be good. Taxes are done. I'm just waiting on a document that I'm not going to get till Monday.
All out. Birds on the deck.
Charlie out. So they're doing a, this is still an FTX, so it's meant to be a training. There's still 2 other ones to potentially do. Gonna... Hey, I'd recommend you guys switch the tracer stuff out, since we have a second.
You need to resupply, go to the box real quick.
I mean, do I? I've got... I think I only burned through 1 mag there. No, I burned through 2 full mags, it's fine.
Don't have the right kind anyway.
Rip.
Arsenal boxes to our west, maybe about 50 meters.
West?
You were talking about...
Yeah, there's, over here. I might go off comms and make myself some coffee, because now that I think about it, I'm probably going to need it.
Hey, Firm Sergeant, the race do not have our ammo. I might have a possible problem. So that's where we're Jagger, if you have no possible LC, we're just handling this right now. Roger, stand by 1. Instruction. Understood, traffic.
I think that guy's yelling at us not to use those, but at the same time, if people made a technical error and grabbed, whatever.
Sergeant Parker. Sergeant Parker, you guys have some. It's true.
My day's alright, Yoshi. How you doing? The messenger bot's being a bit weird with the bits. I don't know why.
The boxes that are here do not have 240 ammo. There are arsenal boxes between the hangars to the west. Once we have our talk, you can get some.
Charlie off comms, one mic. I'll be right back. I'm gonna make myself some coffee.
What's your inform? 1-4, are you here? A for. Alright, copy. Alright, 1-4, are you all present? A for 1-7. Copy. Havoc 4, are you present?
Havoc 4 is here.
Copy. Dagger, are you present?
Dagger's present.
Is your air assets that are need to be present?
Yep, you're good to go.
Alright, copy. Stalker, are you all present?
As far as I can tell.
Alright, thank you, Captain. Alright, Havoc 1. Duration 1. Outstanding work from my eyes. We went in, fucked shit up, got the fuck out. Speed, attack focus, plan of action was all done flawlessly in my personal opinion. We landed, we pushed on, we got eyes on, we hit the objective with a Havoc 4 fire mission before we made entry, swept through, raided the area, and got the fuck out. That is textbook to me what a raid should be done. I do not have anything else regarding that. Excellent work from my eyes. Sergeant Mikowski, do you have anything?
I don't have anything to add, Sergeant Parker.
Thank you, Sergeant Mikowski. Dagger.
Nothing for me, sir.
Thank you, Sergeant Stevens. 4.
Nothing for 4, thank you, Sergeant.
Thank you, Sergeant Burns. Deco. Nothing. Thank you, Chief. Stalker.
I'm really having to stretch to critique anything. Almost everything was solid. The only thing is clearing that main building. There was a lot of confusion for who was on what floor and where, and that included the stalker element. You guys need to you guys need to stay together. Make sure you're listening when you ask a question. You need to make sure you're listening for the response. I'm unclear personally. Was Stalker supposed to clear that building by ourselves? Because that's what you made it seem like.
Negative, sir. I was trying to get you guys to clear it first because 1-1 was busy at the current time, and I was getting reports of personnel in the second floor of that shooting out. So I wanted to get an element started in that, and just kind of got lost in traffic to try to get everything relayed back to you, sir.
Alright, so we needed to know that there was another team or squad, whoever was coming into the building with us, for better coordination, because we needed to make sure we were all staying together and communicating and using the same stairwell and not hitting a floor from two different spots and then shooting at each other.
Alright, copy that, Captain. We'll get that cleaned up moving forward.
That's it, though. Everything else was pretty solid. There was a slight concern. It was my call, and this would be on me, when you guys breached in on the south. I'll just show you on the map.
Alright, Havoc 1, open your map.
You guys breached this wall right here. As you were doing that, Stalker element pushed around, and we cleared the guard shack, and we cleared the tower here, and we shot some guys in the courtyard here. And we were gonna just hold in that tower, but when we got into that tower, we were to push into the building.
Anything important happen?
And that's when we went IR lasers on, and we pushed in. And someone tell me what the concern there is.
You entered on the opposite side of our clearing?
Not the opposite side of the clearing would have been here, but we did enter in a spot that could have been problematic. And what it was is we saw a bunker here, so we got dragged over a little bit here.
So what I'm hearing is Stalker entered one way, we entered another, and we had the potential to friendly fire each other. Is that what I'm hearing?
Said, you know, if you're wrong, stay wrong. And we cleared it all out. It ended up not being an issue, but if it had been an issue, it more than likely would have been our fault. But that's it. Just something to think about. And that's all I got.
Oh, they did blue on blue? That's even funnier.
Comments, questions, S3 training, do you have anything? Thank you, nothing from S3 training. Alright, thank you, Sergeant Mitchell. Sergeant Stevens, do you have any questions?
Thank you, Sergeant. Captain, this is from just a tactical standpoint on that. Since you got pulled out to that side already, in that situation, would it have been better to just, once you've been told to come inside, say, unable, we're already providing security on this corner, since it would have created that possible situation there you're talking about? You're already kind of in a place to provide that external security.
By the time we were told to clear that building, we were already...
Are you starting like, no, we're at POSX right now because we just did a point raid and then they're breaking down the point raid.
We hadn't actually gotten set up yet in that tower.
Understood, thank you. Alright.
This is an observation from a player. I'm going to probably piss someone off by saying this, but I'm going to be honest.
Anything else, Sergeant?
This is a little boring. And I know this is meant to like drill in skills and whatnot, and I get that. But there is a noticeable drop in attendance right now from the main ops compared to the FTX.
Next to each other. God damn it. Everybody hear me?
So why don't we?
Thanks, Sergeant.
Because there is a noticeable quality drop in these as well. But radical idea.
To me, at least.
What if the FTXs were literally some of the hardest, most unfair bullshit ops we played? Like, we point raid this, and
so whenever
we don't realize that there's a lot of hidden positions from IR, like a tunnel system, and then out comes like 2 platoons.
And making sure all of our
you know?
get out safe. So
And the next thing you know, we've got like an entire company in front of us, and we have to like panically figure things out. Like, let's say this one's dull and boring, this one plays out the way it is, and then this one, all of a sudden, we get sandwiched in the middle of 2 platoons and just have to fight for our lives. And the whole point is to stress how we handle that type of pressure. Like, what if there's something where it like dynamically challenges us, you know? Not really pay for pain, because they wouldn't let the streamers or the zoos control it based off of your entertainment, but rather really put us under pressure, you know?
Part of the room clearings and engage people in a room.
Because Arma people don't like losing? Bullshit.
Why didn't you guys need to resupply flashbangs? Did you use frag?
Cheers, Ghost Wolf. Have a good night.
A little bit of both.
I have the same answer. I use
Farkle, you know, actually, I'm going to take that back, because some communities are pretty anal about that. But I'm going to be honest, I know plenty of people that would rather have their asses kicked and have a really fun time rather than always winning and having barely anything to shoot at. But that's just me. I know other communities are different.
If you have throwables, make sure you are using throwables. If I do not hear throwables going off and I see you run face first into a wall of gunfire instead of throwing a throwable, my boot will be up your ass. Whoa.
Whoa. That was funny.
Alright. With that, there's no comments or questions. Dagger, Deco, if we're ready to mount.
And here's the thing, you also don't want to play where every time you get your ass kicked either. There's a balance of that.
You're not gonna have time to come all the way back here and go all the way back to
you know?
3. So if we have the same plan of doing the raid and exfilling on the bird,
so you know, just spice it up.
When we get to the LZ,
but that's up to the mission devs and the Zeuses to make that happen, and then they have to get approval by the unit heads, and that, you know, takes time. So you have to front log these well in advance, and then you'll have leaks, and then, you know, some people will know that they're gonna get effed in this one mission.
Alright, copy that. Alright, nothing further.
Well, yeah, frickin' MCO Jadakville, I killed everyone because no one decided to surrender.
Roger. Deco, you guys got a plan for the LZS mark?
You said there's a shulker in that LZ, and that marked LZ is on the downslope facing the next iteration. Chief, do we have
the shulker is no factor in the sensory.
Yeah, if the Shuko was going to be a factor, we were just going to take Vix and drive there. But I was advised that it's not a...
Well, I know viewers love watching action, Corn, but as a mission dev, my job isn't primarily to you guys, it's to the players, and then it's just an added benefit that it's also fun to watch. Yeah, because you were told they were surrendering.
Pick 1, that makes you in the Chinook. Go.
Safety's off, back to the Chinook.
Charlie moving back to Chinook. Yeah, no, Jadakville was fun.
1-2, this is Alpha, going to grab a box.
One four, this is Charlie interrogative. Are we lining up at the Chinook or boarding? Over.
Interrogative. Are we counting off again, or are we just Chinook? Over?
Just get in, land. Over.
Just get in.
Roger, Mountain. Charlie in. I agree. The inner male fantasy is to literally go down guns a-blazing. But again, you don't want to do that every single time, because with any experience it gets moot after you do it over and over again.
I didn't get in the door.
Goober.
Oh, did I? Yeah, you did, but, yeah.
We need machine guns on the ramp.
Delta's on the gun.
Yeah, she meant back door, not the ramp. Got it. Yep. There you go.
I mean, Pave, yeah, that also sounds like that's either Russian stuff or 40k stuff at that point. It can also be hell divers. You can take that so many ways, to be honest.
Alpha's on the ramp.
But I don't know, like, if I had the chance to change how FTXs were done in this unit, I would. It wouldn't be every single out. Some of them would still be slow, cut and dry like this, because I understand the need to practice. But some of them, I would just fucking nuke everyone, you know? And I'm going to be honest, there was an FTX we played, I want to say, a month and a half ago, where like half my squad got wiped because we ended up having a fight in a massive set of pine trees, and we just got separated, and I literally had half my squad get killed. Vix got killed, I think, in that one too. And that was a great lesson, because it punished a bad decision made at whoever decided to do it, because we were ordered to push in that one. The female fantasies is but with more bodies. So I like those lessons where we get our asses kicked because they sit more rather than us, you know, doing something that most people would know by common sense, because at this point we're just practicing for the sake of practicing. Hell, I'd want an op where we accidentally walk into like a frickin' spider hole trench line and just immediately get engaged and we had no idea it was there. Again, as someone that has done a lot of training stuff in the past, I can tell you the best way to do training is to literally just, because it's also a video game, it is just to F them up, surprise them. But again, that's just my opinion, man. Well, I like studying how the U.S. military does their training, too, with, like, the God guns as well. Like, they'll just go up and say, yeah, this person's dead, you're in... Or no, they don't even give any instruction, they just go, yeah, this person's dead. Go for it.
To the north, there's a crossroads.
Fix, how many times has someone come up to you and said, yeah, you're dead now, and then someone else has had to do stuff in training?
The LC is clear on copy.
That's had to at least happen 5 or 10 times, right? Oh, shit, I didn't know what he said. Charlie copies. You actually only died twice, okay. You keep getting lucky. Well, if you got shot in the vag, I'm not sure if that's lucky. Oh shit, here we go again. I almost got out, I thought we were safe. Oh my god. But you didn't die. I mean, yeah, that's probably a good thing, right?
Right, there's the tree. Mike's still not gonna hurt getting out of the bird. Got a medical once with the tree line.
Got it. Let me just get covered.
Mike copies.
Oh god. Oh no! Man down! No, he's down.
Start treating him.
I was about to go into medic mode, and then I remember, wait, this is a 506 stop. I'm not allowed to do that.
Guys, we don't need 6 people on them.
A little bit. Yeah. Where you're starting from? Up, down. Down, up. I'm going bottom up.
I went into immediate medic mode with that guy, and I'm like, oh wait, no, I need to turn that off. Brain, no.
Roger, yeah, give him some space. Stalker's already at RP-1 towards
East side, north, east side.
Alright, we're gonna start following 1-1 here to the north.
West side, the entrance is facing.
You know, every time I hear RP, I think of something else. I'm like, oh yeah, right. Rally point, not... Anyway. God, that's what I'm most excited about, freeing up my schedule again so I can frickin'...
Roger.
There's a 40k narrative I've been neglecting for like 2 months. Yeah. I gotta go finish. Buddy of mine's been on my ass about it. For fuck's sake.
Bravo Charlie, are you sure you're following 1-1?
Fairly certain. I see elements moving north-northwest.
Hold position.
Charlie, hold.
What's behind you? You're following Stalker.
That is not Stalker. They are wearing standard uniforms carrying AT-4.
Roger, well, I'm with 1-1 right now. It might have gotten part of their fire team. We need them to pass by us in full before we can follow.
No, not that. What? There's no E in it, you freaking degenerates.
They were delayed.
How serious of a milsim are 506? Oh, Hawkeye, very casual. Like, literally opposite ends of the spectrum. Cog would literally do this as a main op. And I would be allowed to literally entrench the entire area around it, and it would be super fun. But it would also be much more intense. Bro, I want sourdough bread. Pave, frickin' pass me the recipe used for sourdough bread. I'd love to try it. Where did the silly fox go there? Alright. They called out a hip? Okay, I'll frickin' shoot that down. Big ass bird. Oh, Oogie. Anyone drink? I honestly should be drinking. It's St. Patrick's Day, but I'm gonna be doing a big amount of work tonight, so. Charlie, Oscar Mike.
Delta Oscar Mike, pick it up to your.
And make sure everyone's got overhead canopy. All that.
No, I haven't had the chance, Vardoni, because I'm still waiting when I make potato leek soup from scratch again. And my potatoes are still in giant 5-gallon drums. Not drums, 5-gallon, buckets. That's the term I'm looking for.
Helicopter dropping up for troops on the east side of the compound. Time now.
Charlie copies. Break. 1-4. Let me know when you want it dead. Over.
Copy that. Hold that. It's unarmed. Continue movement. Bearing 354. Approximate 300 meters to RP2. Break. From there, intent is to move to RP3 to the west-northwest. Havoc 4 fire mission.
1-4, you didn't hear me. I said, let me know when you want it dead. I don't care if it's unarmed. It could be a civilian airliner for all I care. This thing craves violence. I'm gonna get yelled at for that later. Oh, I got my ass chewed out for what I did in the COG op the other day. So there's gonna be a few RC changes. Some I agree with, some I'm like, eh. We'll see. But it just means I get to RC the drone stuff more, so I still win. Apparently, quite a few people watched me hit the hip with the shot head though, and it deflected off, and I'm just like, oh, that's just funny. It was mainly about the false flag guy. And just a massive misconstruement of things. And it's mainly on my end.
To RP3. Just keep
and, yeah, obviously we're not doing that again. And then it was a little bit on how aggressive I was with the RCing. Which, that one, I don't 100% agree with all of it, because they were saying I was really metagaming on a few instances, and I'm like, yeah, but at the same time, you guys are shooting loud-ass guns next to me, and if I hear a loud-ass gun next to me, I'm going to start checking my little bunker windows, and I see you guys.
Not in this man's army.
Fuck's sake, Figs.
Is that not what I said?
I got some bad
Fuck's sake.
Copy. Yeah. Understood.
I already know my dog died.
We're moving again.
Damn.
Couldn't think of a joke. You must be losing your touch there. Alright, be advised. Hold.
But again, like 90%, 80% of the complaints were around the false flag, which again, I agree with, because I feel like I did overdo it there, but that was the third op I Zeused that day. I was so used to so many other units, I thought they would
Someone just called south.
do something about it because they've done like that in the past. But again, just it confused the two guys I ran into.
They might be moving away from us.
And then I was a bit too mean to Moose Skull when he got revived. But Moose Skull is one of the special circumstances in that unit with me because he's the guy that handles me directly. So I was being a bit too mean. And I accept that. But you all know I bully him, so.
600 meters to our northwest.
Yeah, alright.
Push time now towards RP3, just north of it to engage over.
Alright, let's go.
Yeah.
Northwest,
Never mind.
I think that one was probably the most metagamey one to them. What I think they failed to catch, though, was... One, I was with a bunch of dead dudes there, so I knew where the point of contact was. Because that was where the closest group was, and again, I would have honed in on the gunshots. And number two, even as I was getting up to that trench, I could see their heads poking out of the bunker. So I knew if I stayed there and engaged, I'm in the open. I need to move to cover. So I moved to cover. And I pre-fired because I already saw their heads in the bunker, so that gave me the opportunity to pre-fire. Like, I thought about going over everything, but I also, at the end of the day, I just decided, all right, that's fine. I'm just going to, you know, just because I can die on that hill if I want to. But at the same time, do the players want to come in just to get RC'd by me and get killed? No.
Devil's got friendlies in close contact.
So instead, I'm just going to do it with the drone stuff because they said they liked how I did the drone stuff. So we'll do that instead. And I've got some really cool stuff built for the final modern op we're going to be doing. And you guys are going to witness that this week, so...
Right, there's 1-1 engaged to our west-northwest, and...
At the end of the day, you can argue to be right, or you can argue... Or you can just let it pass through and just focus on what you do.
Yeah, I just had eyes on.
Because again, he had some... The main point of it all, though, was, you know, don't do the false flag, and I completely agree with that. That would have been... That was unfair.
Oh, eyes on BTR.
Yep. Stand by. Clear back blast.
375 meters. Back blast clear.
Charlie has eyes on a BTR and engaging. Alright, clear back blast. Back blast clear. Rocket, rocket.
Airstrikes inbound on the Iteration 2 objective.
Stand by.
Iteration 2 is about to be bombarded with airstrikes.
Rocket, rocket.
I still did.
You hit the fucking,
Berm.
You hit the berm.
I know why. Alright, stand by. Clear back blast. I range drive. Right. Rocket, rocket. Hit. I range it.
Alpha or 60?
It was an 80.
That was 60.
Oh, roger, 60.
Yeah, only had a machine gun, no cannon.
Yeah, but there's 60, 70, and 80, and then 80A is the autocannon.
Bravo Charlie, hold position there. Alpha Delta, continue to move north. Try to see that BTR to the
I ranged at the 300 instead of the 400, and my brain short-circuited for a sec because I couldn't remember if it was 275 or 375 because I'm managing our conversation, I'm managing the jokes that Vix is doing, and the bot is still dead, but Yoshi, thanks for the 100 bits, broski. Oh, what whiskey, though, Yoshi?
Alright,
Moving with you.
Alright, all stations have been cleared to assault the position.
But, again, here's the thing about COD 2.
Bravo Charlie, stick with 1-1.
That's going to be my last... So next weekend is going to be my last Saturday out with them for a while because I'm transferring to something else, which I can't wait to stream for you guys because it's my dream thing to play that I've tried making so many times but could never find a good player base for it. Jameson's Irish whiskey? Not bad. Jameson's Irish is a good one. I would really... Yoshi, if you have a second, try... oh my god, Proper 12. Goes a lot smoother than Jameson, if you're looking for something smoother.
Delta Sprague's out.
I will admit, though, I'm more of a Macallan fan rather than a, Target's close, bearing 257, drop one. Yeah, and then if you can find it, proper 12 Irish Apple is sublime.
Nope, not you.
One part
Wait.
of this is right here.
Right here, yeah. God bless.
The rest of this is over there.
Thought you were Stalker for a second. Oh wait, Stalker.
Shots at bearing 020. I think friendlies are taking care of it. It's friendly and enemy intermingled. I wouldn't risk it.
Delta check in.
That's the guy I dropped.
Delta's good. We're sweeping that.
I like to make my cider cocktails with proper 12 though for whiskey, and then combine it with the Irish apple. Just mwah, nectar of the damn gods. But Yoshi, if you're ever around Northern Virginia, hit me up. I can give you some really, really awesome homebrew cider. There's this one I make that's
Roger.
God, what is it themed? I'm blanking on the words. It's cinnamon. It's like apple pie.
All right.
But all of my friends, even Bloodwing, seems to like that one. That one and the strawberry meat I make. Those are the two winners for her right now. How you doing, Shadowbat?
That sounds like a Vic. We need to kill Delta Charlie.
Yes, I'd like that, Fardoni.
Y'all see this chemistry right here, right?
Yeah, we're on it. We're on it.
Oh, okay.
This is my mic.
Yeah. Moving.
All right, Charlie, continue moving north or towards that contact. Delta, I need you to move west. Time's now. There's an 80 Alpha on the wall of the compound. Need a dead time now. Over.
Eyes on. Clear backblast.
Clear.
Get everyone off of that. All right, range. What's the range again? 127. 127. Roger. Rocket, rocket, rocket. There's another one to our left.
Charlie, just saw friendlies go down west.
This is Charlie. Destroyed one BTR to our direct north, engaging one to the west. That's an 80 Alpha.
Roger, let me know if you need the next two.
Hey, from.
LaFave, are you good?
Charlie, say again. West.
Ah, shit.
I got a man down.
Delta, this is Charlie. I'm black on AT. I'm going to need you to take out that 80 Alpha.
Roger. Hey, Liru, point me to it. Where's it?
I don't have a specific location. It's firing from that angle. Tree line southwest of objective.
Charlie, pull back east towards me. I got a resupply for you.
On you. Mike, this is Bravo. I have a man down west of your position.
Mike copies. Bravo's man down over.
There.
Alright, hold on.
You want to go up there?
I gotta give him a resupply. Just go
Yep.
take care of it, Bravo.
He is critical.
Mike's on the way.
I don't think that was a landing that he wanted to make.
I don't think so either.
Okay, there's 2 times heat
Thank
for
you.
Go hunt.
The op is just an FTX to practice on point raids. U.S. military model to fight Russians at the moment. I am part of the weapons squad with AT. I've killed 2 BTRs and... Charlie's gonna go hunting.
Copy that. Let me know. Looks like west south.
Yep, ranging.
358 for me.
Yeah, I have eyes on it. Bearing 2. My position in.
Yeah, stand by. This is Charlie. If I don't check in a mic, assume I'm down.
Coming back. Somebody just hit it. Roger.
Yep, it's down.
Alright, get this guy Delta's holding screw to the
I think Air did. Describe on that.
No, that works for me as well. Alright, Delta, keep that looking north. Still have reports of that fucking BTR up there.
I'm up.
Thanks, Fardoni. Appreciate it.
Anyone else?
Oh, God. This is the 506 command not working. I gotta go fix that.
Apparently the open field was more safer than this tree.
Liru and I are just standing up there, raging shit.
Good shot. Still got it.
Jesus, man.
Yeah, he's gonna make it, I think.
Alright, you're good.
That was a bit messy. Moving up with you.
Go get security, Alpha, Delta, One Mark. Sounds like they're opening up for Bravo.
One Mike, this is 1-4 Mike.
Bravo, we have Mike here north to Alpha's position to get,
With you. Alright, what were we talking about before chaos just happened? Oh yeah, cog stuff. But yeah, no, I've got a really cool mission file idea to make for him. For the final one, a play on an airport. But there's a certain thing I want to do with that airport that I've taken inspiration from another mission file I made, which now that I think about, we're probably not going to be able to run for a few weeks. So, movement, 338. 338 down tree, I'd say 100 meters and closing. Now left of down tree behind the pine.
I don't have a shot. It's very intermittent.
Sheffield, check 330. I saw movement up that. Probably about 100, 150.
Nice shot.
How are we looking up there, everyone?
Some intermingled contact, but we're dropping them, boss.
Good work.
Ah, it's pitch freaking black. Lovely. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing a lot of mission dev after this. I'm gonna go check in with Bloodwayne, maybe take a 20 or 30 minute break, but I do need to.
Keep peeking over there.
I want to make sure she's okay. Mortars appear to all be destroyed. Over.
Yes. Let me know when you want us to push down and secure that intersection.
They would be a solid white if they weren't. That little browning you see in the middle is a part of the destroyed texture. Which, of course, that's a very niche thing to know in this game. But as a Zeus, that always has to deal with the AI sometimes breaking their damn mortars. Yeah.
Say it.
Roger.
That's, Warlord.
Apaches.
Wait, you hear that? You hear that?
And actually, that's Thunder. Thunder is the A10. So, Augustus, I will sometimes refer to as Vix here.
Wait, you hear that again?
She's actual army and a, now an Apache pilot. I think you heard Thunder briefly, because I heard Thunder too in that direction. And we would hear that engine if it was still coming in.
What the fuck just got shot over there and exploded then?
That might have been Thunder engaging that engine you heard, and I will shut up now. Because I see something lighting up now, so, yeah.
We all know you don't know things. You also can't hit anything. You have very bad aim.
Wow. Oh, shit. Cardoni, this looks good, though. I'll have to give it a look. I just hope it doesn't get buried again, but again, if I get a good chunk of mission dev done today, then...
Stop digging, we're moving,
Liru,
Alright, break it down.
Bravo Charlie, start moving south to RB3 time now.
I got that one.
Yeah, go join up the Delta. There's Doc.
Liru, I need you to ask your
Oh, she's
friend
better now.
what specific troubles he's talking about, because I'm not sure.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. She finished her recent training deployment, so she's not being bugged by that anymore, but that's all I know.
1-4 Delta's in position to the south. We got the entire intersection and the southern ASR secured. Copy that. The rest of the squad is going to...
Do you know you can fit like 2 or 3 OP4 in every single one of these pine trees if you really try?
Damn.
Is that how you send out your see Taylor Swift?
Asthma. I lied about it on my
Cap is fucked up.
You'd have to ask her, but she's lurking in chat.
Night vision.
I think she's free of that.
Personnel. Be constant. Laser discipline, everyone.
I think it's still gonna be a while before I get a laser rifle in this unit.
Alright, hold here. Set up where you can. Get
Wow.
you can as well.
Oh, I can. Oh, right. I forgot about that.
The answer to that question is yes.
I mean, we don't even have 415s yet. We still have fucking M4s.
Yeah.
Or M416.
So which direction are we
Just so secure. Get that tree line. Build a trench.
Alpha's got the front, so...
Well, yeah, she's probably gonna start training for the Apache, so. Lamau. But that's just speculation on my end. She can come in and correct me if she wants.
Compound declared clear. They're starting to pull back towards our position. Time now.
What, you're a cat now?
What do you mean?
You said meow.
Yeah, time meow.
One 4 off comms 30.
Ah, right.
I hear a vehicle coming down the road to my left.
That's a BMP.
Wait, what? BMP coming down the road to my left.
Charlie, this is Delta. We're in Arbor 2 direction.
Delta, this is Charlie. Roger. It sounds like a BMP from here. I will take a look. Hey, clear back blast.
I'll keep watching your roll. Let me know if you need any assistance.
I have a round in here, right? Eyes on.
BMP to the south.
No, it is not. Rocket, rocket!
BMP 3 right there.
That's a BMP 2. One 4, this is Charlie. BMP 2 destroyed. Over.
Yeah.
Reinforcements 113. 113. Tree line.
Alpha, looks like we're getting infantry contact northeast. Time now.
Oh, you crazy bitch.
Get to me if you can, please.
Covering your right. Fragging. Enemy frag, get down.
Right shoulder.
Hey, look, we're going to work. 1-4, this is Charlie. We've got multiple squads of infantry around us. Something just hit the BMP off to our right, over. Something off to my right. You don't see him.
Say again, Charlie.
Charlie and Bravo are decisively engaged at the moment. Over.
Copy that.
I'm hit pretty bad.
Okay, prone and work on yourself. I will do my best to cover.
Fire in the hole from Stalker.
Freaking sights off. Changing mag.
Alpha Delta, how's it looking up to the north?
Alpha Delta has sporadic enemy contacts coming from the tree line from the north.
Can you help me patch up?
We're engaging last ones.
Copy.
Are you asking me?
Anyone? Actually, no.
Yeah, get someone else on it because I gotta cover our right.
Yeah, it'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'm good now. I got most of it.
All right, Bravo Charlie, just hold there. 1-1's gonna.
Let me know when you're up. I gotta then work on myself.
What's up?
All right, cover right.
We're gonna hold our pivot point here to the south. We want to put through that.
See, now that was fun. That was awesome.
This is 1-7.
It stressed me. I had to immediately... I should have prioritized getting the message out earlier. That should have been the first thing I did. So that was the main mistake I made. I was just waiting... Because I've kind of let Vix be taking charge, but I should have stepped up instead of assuming. So that's my mistake. So next time I'm going to immediately call in that there's 2 squads.
Delta and Alpha coming back.
Copy that. We're moving to RP2 time now. We're gonna get security. One's gonna be following in tow. Over.
I got contacts in the trees to 150. Close.
Let's move out southeast.
Augustus, watch your right. Trees close. I had movement in there. Dropped a guy. There might be more.
To the east or south?
Right here. You see his body on the right tree. I don't know if there's more.
Roger. Keep an eye on it. Might have been a straggler, probably from the previous probably engaged through these.
Yep.
LaFave, you good?
But again, moments like these are so damn rare. Where is LaFay?
Does anyone at the original position have eyes on
Alpha
LaFave?
Delta, I need you to pull towards RP2 time now. Break contact.
I'm gonna go back and look for him.
Bravo, this is Alpha. I believe he's at the crossroads.
Yeah, Roger. I just can't raise them on the net.
I just got word that he was KIA.
He's KIA.
What?
He got shot on the road as we went into positions of cover, and while I guess we were holding off the 2 squads in the BMP, no one got to him.
That makes me feel bad.
Yeah, so critical mistake right there.
All stations, halt. We are going POSX. We are moving to the northwest.
Oh, we're about to get roasted.
To
Yeah, probably.
the compound previously engaged.
I heard.
I'm gonna be honest, in that scenario between having to engage contact from 2 separate directions... Okay.
I think that's on purpose.
Yeah. I even acknowledge I was too slow to call you up. That's because it was only 2 of us online. Yeah, we hear you. The only other thing we could have done was pop smoke and pull back. But at that point, there were literally 2 squads at 2 separate cardinal directions of us. So if we moved anywhere, we would have received enfilading fire. Like, there wasn't a good call there. That's just unlucky. And if, yeah, no, but if we tried pulling back, we would have just ended up like Lefebvre then. Tough call all around, I'd say.
Then there's also the fact that both you and I were bleeding out of our mini bullets.
Yeah. I don't know, this'll be interesting. I don't know, chat, what do you guys think? In that situation, the only passable answer, and I think what they're going to go for is potentially telling us to pop smoke and pull back, but at the same time, when we have a squad, when we have two squads in two different directions, Battle Buddy here acting has been shot to shit. And I've gotten hit once. And then we don't even know we have a man down behind us. Like, I thought Lefebvre went down earlier next to us.
1-4, this is Delta. The supply boxes are at the northeastern edge of the clearing outside the compound.
Roger.
Jesus.
Sure. Chef, was it all good? I'm good. I don't have a bummer.
I mean, it also doesn't help that I don't have a battle buddy, and we're acting as a three-man group. Yeah, like, so even if we pop smokes and pull back and grabbed him, we still would have been targets for two squads delivering enfilading fire through concealment. Like, the only thing we could have done was radio our position and hoped for backup. Like, there's not really... There just wasn't really any good calls there. I'm sorry to say. Like, we're going to get chewed out. I fully expect that. But there just wasn't... There just weren't any good calls. Like, I'm really racking my brain right now. Like, the only thing that, in my opinion, should have made that scenario better was we should have been grouped up with more infantry to cover our rear like that. When we're engaging a BMP, there is going to be a risk, though, of us getting immediately clobbered by its autocannon. Like, this is Charlie. When you have a second, can you patch me up over?
My copy's chart really needs to fast up.
Roger, Tango Mike. Forgot to out him, but whatever.
Look back the fame. Sorry about that.
Medical. Alright, Havoc 1. From what I saw, excellent work again on this objective. We did get some contact from the north as we were pushing to assault this compound. It seems like communication, from what I could hear, was very good. I'll have Sergeant Mikowski comment on anything further if he saw more, since he was up in the front. But from my standpoint, I did not have anything. The only question that I have is, what was the result of our KIA?
Do you want me to do it, or should I do it?
1-7, at this moment, I do not know.
1-7,
Why don't we ask him since he's miraculously alive?
Can you hear me?
Affirm.
So it was in 1-4. I was setting up a trench line behind, so my team, they moved to take out that BMP, and after they took that out, I was kind of regrouping with them, but as I was running to them, we were getting contact from the tree line. I got shot, and they must not known until after all the firefight. The team did get linked up with me, but it was too late by that point.
Alright, who was your battle buddy, or where was your battle buddy during all this?
They're about 20 meters away from me. I had them in LOS, but I got shot running to them.
Okay, was your battle buddy aware that you went down?
I can't speak on that. Sorry.
Corporal LaFay's battle buddy, were you aware that your battle buddy was down?
Siren, we were decisively engaged by approximately 2 squads, and we were just 1 machine gun and 1 rifle at that time, so my concentration was on defeating the enemy. As we were moving out, that's when I noticed that Lefebvre was unresponsive, and shortly after we discovered he was KIA.
Okay. Alright, copy that. That is all I have. Sergeant Mikowski, do you have anything?
Okay.
I do. 1-1, out of curiosity, that ambush that hit us on the northeast side.
Back to music.
What was the composition of that? Because that really bogged us down, and I don't remember getting a contact report about it.
Northeast of where we are now at the objective, sorry?
Yeah, so we were up here supporting
Which
Stalker,
op
who was
did I feel
around
most
here,
abandoned by my own?
and then Stalker, as we were trying
None
to
come
go
to
in
mind,
start
Yoshi.
assaulting the compound here, we got engaged from this flank, and 1-4 took the brunt of it, but 1-1 moved to support it, and we really needed 1-1 pushing, but you were still up here to support it. I'm trying to understand what occurred here in this AF. Was it 1 squad and we just didn't support you sufficiently? Was it the terrain? Or did you just take a lot of KIAs in an ambush?
We ended up getting pinched. We got engaged from the west and from the east. My Alpha team was intermittently attached to Stalker, so they were on site with them, dealing with all that engagement from the north, while my Bravo was taking care of some shit that was coming up from the west. We cleared that out, and then collectively...
Yes, Broadshore, I don't know why there's occasionally some dropped frames. Nothing I can do about that. It's just some light buffering. It'll catch up if you give it a few seconds.
Breach with you at that main compound?
Not at the breach. When we were pushing up on point around here somewhere, we got engaged from what I thought was a squad, but I think it was closer to 2 squads. At least it felt like 2 squads. Friendlies pushed up from somewhere like this and linked up with us briefly and helped us clear.
But quick TLDR of what just happened. I think we're going to be doing a force march to the 3rd objective, but BMP2 came down. Vix and I, because we used to be a battle buddy team to take those out earlier before she switched to machine gun, we immediately go online. She gets me an angle. I see it come through the first set of trees, get behind the second set, and it's about to come around the corner. I get my AT out, ready to pin it. We dead it. Then we clear the contact. We were about to then push back and check on Lefebvre. Well, we were hoping, you know, in that moment, Lefebvre needs to be moving with us. And Lefebvre was doing that. Trying their best to. But then we got hit by 1 squad immediately to our left. Vix was in front, on cover. I moved to get onto cover with Vix, and I think at that moment I was getting to cover. That's when Lefebvre got shot in the head or something to get knocked out on the road. And we just couldn't get back to him. We had an opportunity to pop smoke and get him, but that was immediately taken away 10 seconds later when that second squad started coming off from our right. And if we had decided to move on that smoke, we would have gotten suppressed from either area, from either our immediate front or our immediate right. That's why I started covering right, Vic started covering forward, and we just, as a three-man group with someone down on the road, just didn't really have a chance to pick him up. And I could have called comms earlier if I knew Lefebvre was down. I should have looked. If I had a battle buddy, that also would have helped, but like that's just a bad situation where we got caught up in the moment of two squads, and I was just too slow with the call. Vix was also too slow with the call. We just got decisively engaged and immediately focused on stuff. So it's a shame. And it's also hard to say, well, yeah, you know, I should have just immediately checked on the casualties, but when you have one squad coming up, I'm going to focus on who's immediately with me and hope that, you know, whoever's with us is there. And that's not something you think about when you're down to a two-man firefight of two people holding against two separate squads pushing your ass, and you're decisively pinned. So, on the review, I get it. It's still Vix and my fault for not checking on Lefebvre, but at the same time,
S3 training.
I mean, it even took me a second to get the radio call up because I was focusing on, you know, taking down 8 to 10 guys as quickly as I could because they were literally flanking us. And if I didn't take them out quick enough, we would have just gotten shot immediately. So it's one of those ones that it's really rare to have something like that. It's still our fault, but damn, like that, in my opinion, that one engagement made all this worth it because I learned something.
I'm gonna get us a ride to straight to RB3.
And I agree, you have to focus on the contact first.
Go ahead with your
That's why people say, you know, a medic isn't a medic first, they're a rifleman first and a medic second.
I typed it for some reason, it didn't pop up the first time.
But
question was, I was holding,
even if we noticed Lefebvre was down, we still would have needed to taken out the contact before we moved back to him.
Was pulling out from the objective.
It's just, I'll admit, we completely forgot about him after we took out the contact, and we had an opportunity to save him. That's where we really messed up, because we completely forgot about Lefebvre. And that was just because the adrenaline was going. So
I got the clear that all friendlies were out of the compound, because then this way I relayed it over to Stalker.
So that's where we especially fucked up. But again, at that point, it felt like, you know, the old days were just her and me in a team. So that's just on us.
When all friendlies were out on the radio, so I wasn't sure if I sat at the security position for too long or not. But okay, I'll work on my fucking comms. Hopefully, I'll catch you next time.
Alright, get the copy of that. That could be the same as, you know, go up, go down, squad leaders, team leaders, make sure you're passing down all information that you hear on PlatoonNet, and we will do so on PlatoonNet to make sure all information up is also working its way down.
So what role were you in that you needed to know that everyone was outside of the compound?
I was part of the call.
Yeah, I'm texting Vix about it right now. Like, we were too used to being our standard two-man unit that it completely left our minds. And it doesn't help that I don't have a battle buddy either
At some point
for this one.
Okay, let's move.
So
I wasn't told.
That's why I'm not like too mad at myself for that one. It's more so we just kind of fell into that old habit. Because that's how we, you know, the previous times where we've had engagements that tough, it has been us two doing the Pula mission stuff. When she was my missile assistant, and we got stuck in, you know, fighting entire like squads together as like an army of two, and it was great.
Alright, copy that. Thank you. Alright, if there's no further questions, we are taking
No, it's still my fault.
To move to the
and it's her fault. Because both of us completely forgot. And it's horrible to say. But at the same time, when you have two people that work together... It happens.
Sergeant? Is that really when you want that?
Oh, copy. It will be the last ones through.
Where was our green?
Also, so we are going to be
when you get over there, make sure everybody gets situated.
Alright, I'm gonna assume. Charlie's through.
Bravo's through. LaFave.
Delta's through.
Yeah, no, Liru and I literally were engaged by a whole last platoon, so I just, even if we noticed you, we couldn't have done anything. There was so much happening.
I saw you guys and I stopped for a quick second, but I tried to shoot someone shoot at me, and I got him.
Alright, Stalker will be leading to RV4 to
Yeah,
our...
the issue was the first squad that came up to us pinned us, and then a squad immediately came up on our right, and I focused on them, but I'd imagine you got shot by one of them because you probably immediately moved to cover too.
Yeah.
But I had to quickly stack heads there.
Delta copies.
But, I mean, it was 1 to 2 squads on either side, and I'm going to be honest, the point we effed up was then not checking on you after that fight. Charlie copies.
Yeah, I knew where you guys were. I saw you kill the BMP, kill the dismounts, and then the contact got called out, and I started moving right to you.
Bravo's good.
Shot one guy, and I got dropped.
Did you copy my last traffic?
I was trying to make it back.
Copy that.
Yeah. It was just bad situational stuff, but I will also admit we failed you because after we took out all the contact, I think we had a minor chance to go back and find you. But Augustus and I have been together doing stuff in the last campaign, and that experience kind of brought us back to that. And since I'm not running a battle buddy either, we just kind of mentally folded to each other. So...
Alright. Alpha, lead us up north.
I feel like that experience, though, made it worth it here, because it's a reminder that we're team leads now, and we have our own individual assistants when we get them, and we got to take care of them.
That's why I'm not listening.
Alpha's move.
But it was kind of funny, though, because she was giving me orders, but I wasn't responding to any of them.
Right. Well, because we were decisively engaged, but yeah, no, it was good practice for it overall.
Relay stuff to you instead of just rolling around with Liru.
Yeah, because that's what I used to do with you, so...
Hey, LaFave, you bash me up. I heard all radio comms and I wasn't even there.
See, and then we all have a good laugh about it, we learn something and move on. This is what an FTX should be, and if the Zeus is watching the stream and you heard me complaining about the first mission and made this work, I love you. If it just happenstance, even better.
That's why
but that was nice.
Someone reported KIA, you were already dead by then, so you didn't hear it, but I legitimately was just like, what? At the top of my lungs, because I was like, he was just with me, how did this happen?
South does protest too much.
That's crazy. I'm surprised it took so long for someone to find me, because I was like right next to the road, even.
That can be too close for any aviation.
Well, yeah, we did get a little overextended there, but we were forced to make a maneuvering decision because the BMP-2.
Overall, I think it was largely just bad luck and, like, bad timing.
Oh yeah, it was definitely bad timing.
Time you want that to be? Like once you're at those locations or before you're
Thunder Buddy, what's a liquid stream? I don't think that Twitch is the type of place to do that type of streaming.
Copy 4 dagger. Is that going to work for you guys to commence strikes?
That's only been my second KIA since I've been here in 3 years.
Hey, I mean, my first KIA was when I came back after like a 3-year hiatus, and I was the only person to die in the op to a mortar, and everyone forgot about me.
And then 1-1 has
the one KIA I had
was in that forest.
When we're at those positions,
It was in the forest. There was only a handful of us, and we had to go through all these trees. And next thing I know, there was a freaking Russian platoon all around us, and we're like, "Oh shit!"
Where we were a squad of 4.
I still can't believe I survived that.
I went for Sergeant General after we thought it was clear, and then a whole new
Whole new platoon just showed up to reinforce, and we're just like, ah, fuck. It's brutal. Hirok, for what type of play? Are we talking about like Arma 3 in general? Or are we talking about a certain type of unit that does Milsim or Star Wars or Halo? If you can give me a little bit more, I can give you some tips, Browski. Because it also depends on what mods and everything else.
Alpha 1-1 halts up here.
Oh, I agree, Dreadnought. Just that was... that was a... I was about to say, that was a golden opportunity to make a joke. God damn. I am but one in a curly and Liru. I shrimply cannot believe I managed to snag a live stream during my hectic day. Oh, you had room to make one more shrimp pun in there, buddy. Oh, thank you. That was pretty funny.
Alright, we're coming through RP4 to RP5, 300 meters to our 330. We're gonna hold there while Havoc 4 gets their fire mission out, then we're gonna be pushing west to our SPF as marked on the map.
We're gonna move to RP5 and then wait for Havoc 4 to complete SPF, or not SPF, sorry, fire mission, and then we push to SPF.
I have a full mag in here, right? Yep, cool.
Alpha's Oscar Mike.
Bravo acknowledges.
General just got it 4 days ago and still trying to get used to it. The best thing I would say is just keep playing the game in general, because the button configs for everything, especially when you start getting the modded stuff, that is going to be the biggest learning curve for you. After the initial button layouts, especially again, as I said, when you get into mods like Ace and you're using your Windows key to do Ace interacts with everything, especially like asymmetrical and whatnot, learning how to play with other people in a unit you might join, that's going to take you another little bit. And then learning every little thing that you have to learn to just play this game, every piece of equipment. Yeah, Altus Life will mess you up, but it's also funny to do Altus Life, but that's its whole own shebang. Campaign is a great way to start on just learning the basic buttons and, you know, all the buttons you can do for movement, like walking and all that other fun jazz, but the game itself is a learning curve of just learning how to play it in general, but once you figure that out, you will get tens to hundreds of thousands of hours out of this game. You just have to do a little bit of wet work in finding the communities you want to play in. But once you find a good community you like, then you're set for months. And then once you get bored of that, you can literally switch to something else, staying with this game, and you will not get bored for months. God, I would actually kill to completely forget everything in Arma 3 and relearn everything in this game from scratch. Because I remember my first Star Wars ops, I remember my first Halo ops, I remember my first Milsim ops, vanilla ops, like everything. And it was just so freaking fun. And Made in Annex server is also really good, 77th JSOC or Ahoy World, if they're still around. That's another great way to learn things. There's probably other Invade and Annex networks out there these days, too. Ahoy servers change. What's Ahoy World now?
Alright, stand by here.
078. I'm pretty sure he meant 078. I heard that the other way.
Part of being the team leader is we just assume, and if we really have a question, we ask. Otherwise, you know, since things are hectic, we give everyone a little pass.
Right.
Civilians called out in the mine. Be advised.
Charlie copies. Civilians on mines.
If you're monitoring 114,
1-4, this is Alpha.
This 1-4 send it.
Is there any Havoc evidence across the other side of the field. Any firm, soccer's already across the field. Any firm, I saw movement. I could
just monitor when
PID.
Well, I had, when I was in 1-4, when I was in your position, I went on such a long thing when I did get a fill-in, I forgot to do that.
I appreciate it, Hero.
And they're like,
If you need a casual unit to jump in and try the game, you can type ! Discord. I run various different types of ops with a smaller set of players. And I can guide you to other communities if you want something specific, because my life is literally playing this game and working with it on the Zeus interface and mission dev side, so.
We have hostages inside the Iteration 3 PID targets.
There are civilians being held as hostages in the next AO, which is a quarry from the looks of it, so PID targets as we engage.
Roger, Charlie, reloading HE.
There are civilians in Iteration 3.
Alpha copy, civilian, and next AO.
Bravo copies.
Charlie copies. Official servers, I'm gonna be honest. Official servers, the end game PvP servers, I actually used to have a lot of fun with when I would play them. Because it literally, you would just go prone in a bush and like tag 4 dudes, and it was pretty funny.
This is Havoc 1. Are those fire missions located where civilians probably wouldn't be present? Over.
Yeah, Hawkeye, I know about that. We're going to be doing some more weekend work soon. It's just making it work in my schedule. Because the op slots I'd want to do, I'm already doing things for other communities in, because that's my commission work, so. Wow.
Roger that.
We'll start seeing it more in April. I was hoping it would be May, but, well, I got more commission work instead. And that doesn't help that for the last week of May, first week of April, excuse me, I'm having people over, so that diminishes my schedule a little bit. You know, that and MCOs as well. You work weekends too? Ah, well, at least you're making the bag, right? You gotta get the bag somehow.
We don't need roads.
Why are these rockets so heavy? So what day do you not work, Hawk? What do you mean you wish? Wait, so don't you work security 24/7 then? Bruh. Can you imagine just playing I just imagine you setting up a gaming computer and your camera. God, the camera network. My God, the security room. Oh, brain.
And wait for the
brain no work.
Copy that, good shit. Everyone hold short of crest.
Stalker element that's up here to the west is saying the position you guys got marked is in a good position. They're trying to find you guys another spot.
All stations be advised. Have a fire mission going out.
Ooh, mortars.
Civilians up here.
Civilians are being confirmed in the central building.
Smoke.
Hey, if that spot's not a good spot for
I think they verified where the civs are and they're targeting around them.
Yeah, that's
going to be providing fire support.
But you know, it's a shame that that the civvies are going to get hit by Russian mortars.
4, this is Delta.
Right.
Stalkers reporting up ahead that the position that's marked on the map is not a very good one. They're recommending we move further north.
He's recommending not further north,
Roger,
but
do so.
further south. It's a...
Disregard, south.
216, 250
Still do so.
meters south. You see it on the blue 4.
Oh, you were going to grocery store that. Sorry, I was getting you confused with someone else then.
Roger.
Oh my God, do you have Virginia Ham? Boar's Head? Hawkeye, alright. I'm gonna find you. I need Virginia Boar's Head ham, okay? I need you to give me, like, a pound of that. Thin slices, okay? But, like, slightly bigger than thin, but not thick. You know what I mean? Yeah. But not sandwich, thin. Yeah. It makes it last longer.
Got shots in the quarry.
Just the servers are kind of dead? Well, all the more way to learn about solo play. No Columbus and Delhi-Craft? What? Sir. But Boar's Head, Virginia Ham. Oh, you're missing out. That's okay.
We got 1-1 to our south as well.
You're in Columbus, Ohio, I would assume then. Or is it Columbus, Texas? Or Columbus, Hawaii?
The civilian, and that civilian is injured. Treat them if you are able. Over.
Emperor's Mercy, the civilians. Okay. Plenty of fried chicken? Hell yes. Oh, my southern came out.
That was not good.
Yeah, that looks like a good position to me. I'm gonna go scope out.
At least you're not one of those docs that uses adrenaline every time he,
Yeah, this is beautiful.
Alright, call it up to boss.
1-4, this is Bravo. We are emplaced about 70 meters northeast of the marked SBF. We got a really good position here. Engaging now.
Oh, holy shit! Yeah, you weren't kidding. Yep. You got shooters out there. 319. LaFay, can you run security?
Yeah.
What do you mean 5? Front of the hangar. 405 meters. Down.
Charlie, this is 1-4. Got enemies down, so about 100 meters.
Covering. It's Charlie, send message. Hey, firm, is it the tank?
What tank?
Tank in the quarry? There's 2.
Someone's got eyes on, line up.
What tank? Delta, this is Charlie. I'll hold off until you tell me that they're down and you need assistance.
336. Don't hit it, not catastrophic.
All call signs, be advised, enemy mortar firing. This is why you never engage mortars from uphill, because they will, yeah, they will aim at you. Yeah.
We need to displace time now.
I got at least 3 done.
Copy. Doc, I need you. Fucking Charlie's down. I'm grabbing Bravo.
That was great. I had a feeling based off of its angle, and it was looking at us. I'm like, oh shit, it's firing at us. Okay, well, it probably won't get us in the first barrage, right? No. AI are notorious for that when you're uphill.
Mike, check in.
Where my goat? There you go.
Fucking dirty goats.
Mother...
Jeez.
Damn drum. That's mean.
Those mortars were somewhere
The shade.
like down hard.
Roger, move back down here and start helping with casualties ASAP. My casualty is super fucked up.
Hey, you don't have to blast that publicly. Wow, okay, damn.
We need assistance with these casualties now.
Wake up? Nah. Yeah, it does need a new battery, unfortunately. She's dying a bit. I'm gonna ride her out until she goes on empty.
Right leg.
Ah! Oh, shit. Oh. Oh, I thought I died. I was like, ugh. No, that means I can potentially wake back up.
Give him a hot shot. You got drugs? If you got one, yeah. I already gave him CPR.
Yep.
Blood.
Give him a hot shot.
Left arm.
I thought I was dead there for a second, but then I scoped in and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, no, my audio would have immediately come back too if I died, so. Oh god, if Lefebvre dies again.
Give him blood.
You know, the mortar had to have landed directly on me then, because I just heard Vix's voice.
Stay with me, Liru.
Bravo's back up.
I could to meme, but nah, I'm having fun. This started slow, but now it's nice. So what did we do wrong there? Not finding the mortar position and prioritizing it quick enough. Normally you wouldn't need to, but if you go uphill from a mortar position,
Welcome back.
thank you so much.
We took some of your casualties up north.
Yep.
I think the rest are still down.
All right. Charlie is up. Oh shit.
I think he's talking about on top of the rocks to your left. Gus's.
Sure. That works too.
With you again.
Welcome back. Brink of death.
1-4, are you up?
A firm, everyone who's up still.
Bravo is all up, Charlie up.
Yeah, so is
Reloading.
Charlie's up, he's right next to me.
I gotta go to comp source here.
Al, this is Charlie. Are you stepping up as 2IC?
Riley right here. Weird. What?
Oh, disregard. Sorry, I thought I heard 1-4 was dead. Well, I was down for most of that.
Where's the English here? Bravo said you were just up.
Yes, yes, I know. Great. But I'm back now. I called the mortar in, and 3 seconds later... Gosh, I wish my pizza delivered that quickly.
This is Bravo. Can I displace and move northwest to get eyes on the rest of the quarry?
Do so. Alright, so you're up in there in the
Riley's up.
Charlie move with Bravo.
Right here on the walk.
Do you have eyes on Lefebvre?
Yeah, he's up. He's just unresponsive.
Roger. I had ears on vehicles to our immediate west. I'm looking. Hey, careful, there are friendlies down there. We're to your west on the ridge. What are you engaging?
One guy.
Is that?
Alright. Yeah, there's an engine on the left.
Alpha's up.
Bravo and Charlie are together and up.
Copy. Yeah.
One force is Charlie is Delta. I assume Delta is dead. I'm gonna shift left and just check and see if I can see that engine. I'll be back in that mic.
Alpha's engaging.
Aw, I want brownies and ice cream now. Alright, our left is clear, but I'm hearing a vehicle coming up, so I might engage that in a second. This is Charlie. We're clear. Currently engaging intermittent targets around. Over.
Roger that. Good shit. All right, Alpha. Looks like we have friendly station where you're shooting.
I don't know. I just randomly did not have ammo in.
Taking shots. Behind us. I just checked over here. Looks like just a lone shooter. I will push through and look. We have a full squad below us, direct west. On the right, right here, in the open. Shoot him. 1-4, this is Charlie. We have targets to our immediate west, within 20 meters. Over. Eye on, eye on. Tracking. More coming. Left to right. Moving left to right. Good frag. Watching. Alright, well, we have enemies right down here as well. Augustus, I got a target in the open. 009 muzzle flash. Can you take him? Disregard, just went down. Yeah, we got friendlies a little further up on the right. I think they engaged the units here. Yeah, okay, there's a friendly Ural apparently driving around, and that's the, I've been hearing a motorized engine, so that could be the friendly.
Going across the northern side of the compound, roughly red 4 marker 0644, over.
This got fun. This got fun very quickly. I love it. But it did the standard, my standard lesson of, you know, something simple, then something medium, and now it's just like everything. It's crazy. I love it. I wish we had more FTXs like this, because I've been in some that are very slow, and I've been in a handful of good ones. You want us to break down then?
Yeah, I'd rather break down someplace I can cover the quarry.
Okay.
Break additional anti-air threats marked up reference.
Never take contact east.
Reference 108088. Marker 06.
Yeah, there's a casualty over here. They're taking contact east. I'm moving this forward.
Roger, moving.
Yeah, Sheffield's down.
Yeah, looks like a dismount or something.
Okay.
1-4 is Delta.
Yeah, it's a dismount. They got an AKS and a crew help.
Caught a reinforcement flight on my way back. Coming up now, please. Roger that. Got the mic with me as well.
Yeah, I think we're clear for now.
Well, there were civilians in that compound, and now there aren't. Schrodinger's civilians. Oh, that's horrible to say. I love it. Woo! Oh, wait a BTR right below. Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Yeah, if you need more 240.
Where is Lefay?
That friendly right here.
Yeah, friendlies across the quarry on the north bearing direct north. Those are friendly.
You're on your last box over there? Holy shit. Take whatever you need out of my bag.
I was gonna say, it was a smorgasbord over here, so.
I'm back.
You're on box? Why the fuck you got a box then?
Be advised, HVT's KIA.
Hey, I got one fucker moving by the helipad left side, bearing 335. Yeah, he's by the medic building on the right.
Range is 400.
Yeah, you're hitting the rock. Move your barrel up a bit. You're hitting all around him. It's like a Hollywood movie. He's down.
He seriously had a fucked up bad leg day.
Yeah. Hey, look, it's the mortar position.
What's that?
I don't know what they're shooting at.
Was that the MP taken care of?
Someone said that was a civilian. Someone said that was a civilian.
That was not a civilian. That was an armed dude.
No, that BMP. Gonna fire.
There was a civilian.
Shooter?
Hilltop.
Dad,
Yeah, that's what I said too. I don't know.
there was a civilian by the BMP. There was also a rifleman. Not.
I'm pretty sure I see a cannon on it.
No, the BMP is enemy. Like BMP.
Oh, that's what I said. That's what I've been talking about.
A civilian BMP.
Yep. It is a
Send
HQ,
it, go
like, comms.
Yeah, that's a HQ BMP.
Nighttime Shenarian Lows with Liru.
Yeah, if you want to hit it with the mods, go for it. I ain't gonna.
He ain't gonna snow.
The only thing I was saying earlier, Lefebvre, was there was a
Huh?
civilian, like an individual crouched by it.
I mean, if you want me to put AT on it, we can, but up to you.
I mean, fuck it. That's the command and control vehicle. That's a high value target.
That's 534 from here. It has intel. It's using communication. Take it out.
Why not steal the intel?
We don't need it.
I got a blowtorch.
Friendlies on top of the ridge.
Yeah, friendlies are. I did see friendlies on that ridge. Left traffic, fade, team on 3 sub.
Northeast to our original SVM location.
Hope you keep joining the operations. Hope you get a nice kick out of the scenario. Charlie copies.
Delta copies, elsewhere.
Alright, we're moving back to the original marked SBS location.
Damn, Zam. You know what? I'm gonna have to ban you for that one. That's the line, buddy. You found it. So proud of you. Hey, look, a trench. Yoink. I made the trench disappear. Change it back. Shark, probably not too long. We're in the middle of the third and final objective. Oh, shit. That's a truck. Oh, thank God I found AT. Well, I'm gonna put 2 and 2 together and cause an international incident. Yay. Oh, cool. It was an officer.
It's the Special Forces guy.
This would have been just fine.
I mean, it really matters. You can't see anything.
Yeah, we're kind of missing half the quarry, so...
Yeah, we could have knocked out those 2 positions and then just bounded down to that rock formation there, and we would have seen the entire quarry. Like,
hey, hindsight 2020, right?
yeah. We just lost a lot of momentum by letting the enemy be aware of our position by warning them and then taking that time to move 200 meters. And we could have just pulled up and engaged them immediately and taken advantage of them.
Hindsight's still 2020. Oh my God.
Well, we gotta hurry up and wait somewhere.
What if the person who made that command was a very big wolf of 1 buck?
Well, then I would say we should have more casualties then to match World War I.
Jesus.
Where's 1-1 right now?
I mean, I almost was, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, dude, all of our section almost was. A mortar landed right on top of us.
I still love how I called the mortar out. Not 3 seconds later, the mortar land hit, I think, me square in the face.
Well, so I called up the mortar was firing, and then just as soon as you said it, I realized the barrel was pointed directly at us, and I was like, wait, it's directly.
Yeah, that's why I saw that. That's why. Okay, locking it up.
It's 1-4, send it.
Command told us to shut the fuck up.
Move 200 meters to the 047. We need to move. Look over to the northeast. Get control of the LZ. I'll copy over.
Charlie copies.
Alpha.
The Geneva checklist, right?
Alright, we're moving northeast. We're pulling security over the LZ.
Roger.
I think that's why I had some sense of urgency, because, I mean, back in the day, the one thing we would fight all the damn time was Luton 09's frickin' mortars. That's where the panic in the voice came from.
I'm assuming this is big fields of New LZ.
Yeah, I think that's our boss. Let's go over there.
All stations, index. Condition for your weapons. Rally at direct east.
Condition 4.
In the middle of the field.
Oh, does that mean I gotta turn the PM back? Ah, I wanted to keep it. Helicopter. was about to say, bro, if you threw a frag, I would laugh my butt off. Really, he's got a big rocket pod and a little rocket pod. He's off weight.
That's the first time we've ever like tried to rally on red smoke.
Is it red? My nods are still on.
No, we know you didn't say it, but we're not.
Back in a second.
But we have nods on and everything's green.
Alright, everyone's rallied up. Take a knee.
Think they'll notice if I put in the secret op for beret? It was me. I was the secret bad guy the entire time.
Air copy. Alright, Havoc 1. Fucking whoa.
Whoa. That was fun.
Alright, so iteration 3 was a little bit more intense than the previous iterations that we went through. That civilian kind of threw us for a curveball, saying that there's civilians inside the complex. This way had to DV up our plan of action of raining fire from above on the compound before we sweep through. We tried to utilize spotters for Havoc 4 fire missions, as well as Thunder to try to engage targets of opportunity that pose no threat to civilians in AO. From my knowledge, from everything that I saw, everything looked good. We did have that OP4 mortar mission that struck 1-4, resulting in some people who were down, as well as some KIA. I did not see how that all transpired, but to me that just seems like, unfortunately, a shit situation. As far as clearing through and raiding the compound, from what I saw, everything looked like it went according to how we'd want to do it, so I do not have any gripes or complaints on it from there. Sergeant Mikowski, do you have anything?
Wah.
Thank you, Sergeant Parker. When a call-up is sent that Blue 4 forces are commandeering OP4 assets and they're going to be using them to help exfiltrate an area, and you see something after a period of time that matches the exact description of that vehicle, triple check your fire. That's all I have, Sergeant Parker.
Alright, thank you, Sergeant Mikowski. Sergeant Snow, is your comment pertaining to this, or can it wait till the end?
Hey, Firm Sergeant. I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't in regards to that Euro at the end there, Iteration 3, because that was Bravo that engaged it. It was never called up that we had friendly assets taking that Vic. We had a Euro, exact same make, exact same look, pull up on us just minutes prior, so that's why we engaged. Apologies for the miscommunications there, but
I heard someone call it up locally, but I never actually heard it come down my chain of command.
We'll have to bring that up at the platoon debrief, Sergeant Parker.
Alright, copy that. Sergeant Mikowski.
Was there more than one vehicle with friendlies in a Ural?
The call-in that I received was there was only one Ural with Blue 4 Forces in it, and then Blue 4 Forces trailing behind it. It was only the one Ural from leaving inside the compound.
And that's the one that got shot at?
Correct, sir.
Okay. That definitely got called over the radio, so that means it didn't make it down to you guys.
Yeah.
So that's, like you said, take care of that platoon.
Alright, copy that, Captain. Dagger.
Thank you, Sergeant. I've got nothing for the task force.
Thank you, Sergeant Stevens. Havoc 4.
Thank you, Sergeant. I've got nothing for the task force.
Thank you, Sergeant Burns. Medical.
Alright, we're wrapping it up here, so thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. We'll be back in maybe like 30 minutes to an hour for some mission dev. Otherwise, cheers, guys. Have a good one. Go operate operationally. I'm gonna wrap this up when we're done.
Thunder.
Good for me, thanks.
Thank you, Lieutenant Crow. Stalker.
Sorry, Liru, I tried to save you, but when I looked, I didn't see the ability to CPR you, and then when I looked again, like 20 seconds later, I was like 3/4 of the way through CPR when you died. So I don't know if do you have to CPR more than once? Like, does the option to CPR come back?
Yeah, it does after about 5 or 6 minutes, Captain.
Maybe that's what it was, or maybe I just didn't see it the first time. How many KIA?
Oh shit! Someone asked for my damn
2, sir.
meat cider recipe.
Clarification: was that AI firing on its own?
Hey, firm captain.
That's what it looked like. Oh well, that's when you get in direct line of sight of AI on borders, they will fuck your day.
Oh well. I was looking for my booklet, but it was over on my left side, not my right.
I don't think I have anything else.
Right,
well,
thank you.
I guess I do have one other thing. You guys were pushing out real hard while we were trying to deal with that mask-has. I don't know if you guys sending more people back to assist with that would have resulted in those 2 guys not going KIA. But once I got done with my portion of the mask-has and I looked at the map, there were friendlies that were like 300 or 400 meters north of the mask-has. And when the mask-has started, there's no way they were that far up.
Captain, when it got called up that it was mask-has, myself and my element pushed to the mask-has, as well as I believe the squad leader from 1-1, as well as the Mike from 1-1, pushed to assist the mask-has, where the rest of 1-1 stayed on task.
Yeah, Cap. So the group that you're talking about was mine, and we had 1 Mike, but we did send off 1-1's Mike to go support it, and there was another half of the squad there. So we were already engaged in the compounds down there, so we would have had to leave contact to run back to do that. So I didn't make that call. We just kept pushing with the 1 medic.
Not necessarily the wrong call, but it's something to think about, because if you had disengaged, pop smoke, disengaged, and pushed back around there, you might have been able to save those guys. But at the same time, if you had pop smoke, disengaged, and push back around there, all those guys down in that fucking mine might have shot up at us and caused more casualties. So it could have been a fucked if you do, fucked if you don't situation.
Alright, copy that, sir.
That's all I had.
Alright, thank you, Captain John Holler. S3.
Thank you, Sergeant Parker. Fucking fantastic work tonight, Havoc 1. I've got no massive comments. Thank you very much.
Alright, thank you, Sergeant Mitchell. Aries.
Thank you, Sergeant. Did you guys have fun tonight?
Ooh. That one I'll give because that was pretty good.
Kinda. Oh shit. Okay, thank you. That's all I had, Sergeant.
You was safe for a minute.
Thank you, Sergeant.
Thank you, Sergeant Clemens.
What happened? Did HVT die? Yes, sir. We'll figure that out at the platoon level.
No, this is a task force level, and I'm curious. How did he die?
We have
hard stuff beating.
Thank you.
There wasn't enough glass between him and the muzzle.
What, was it us or was it an enemy that killed him?
Blue Force.
Okay. Was it preventable? Like, did the people who shot him not know that he was up? Was it an accident? What happened?
I believe the way it works, sir, is failure communication.
I know a few, Yoshi, but
platoon down.
That's a
to
whole
the
other
actual
beast.
team lead that was down there, so they didn't realize that that vehicle that was coming up had that Blue 4 assets and the HVT. So when it came up, they opened.
That was the Ural that got shot at?
Yes, sir.
Oh, so
it was preventable at my level, sir.
Alright.
So there was an excellent Blue 4 shot, but unfortunately it was into the HV.
Alright, copy that. Any comments or questions from Peanut Gallery? Going once. Private Lawman.
Thank you, Sergeant Parker. I think...
Who?
Staffson?
Excuse me.
Not quite.
Alright. Wrapping up now. I'll be back in like 30 minutes to an hour. Peace.
It's